Air defense systems activated in Tehran, the Iranian capital, to defend against incoming Israeli retaliation after Iran fired more than 100 ballistic missiles at Israel on October 1st. But were they effective in defending the skies over Tehran and other cities where there are military sites? According to the IDF, they conducted over 100 strikes in Iran at military targets, and all their fighter jets returned safely. So if they were able to conduct these strikes across Iran, that means the air defense systems failed woefully. But many are doubting this. They find the Israeli retaliatory strike in Iran very underwhelming. This is because there aren't many videos circulating on social media showing the strikes, showing missiles or bombs falling from the skies in cities and everywhere around Iran, as it was shown when Iran attacked Israel, firing more than 200 ballistic missiles. But the IDF says they will release videos in future showing all the military strikes. There are a few though, like this one. This factory believed to be manufacturing drones or making equipment that is used in manufacturing drones in Iran was hit. As you can see, it suffered significant damage. So their aim was to prevent Iran's capability of manufacturing drones and other ballistic missiles. It remains to be seen if they achieve that objective until the IDF releases videos of the strike they conducted in Iran. Also, some people are disappointed that they didn't go after the nuclear sites. One thing people must understand is that Israel must have come under serious pressure from the United States, considering the fact that in a few days they will be going to polls for the presidential election in the US. So they wouldn't want that to affect the outcome of the election. And Israel going after the military sites still means they're taking it by priority. What poses more threat to Israel at the moment? These are the ones they went after. The nuclear sites don't actually pose an immediate threat to Israel at the moment. And the fact that they have taken out most of the air defense systems means that they've left the door open to go back and strike. One more thing to know is that Israel will never allow Iran to possess nuclear weapons because they know it poses a threat to the existence of the state of Israel. Look at what the Iranian regime is doing with ballistic missiles. So you can imagine what they will do with nuclear weapons. So this is not a matter of conducting retaliatory strikes in Iran or whether Iran was the first to fire ballistic missiles at Israel. No, if the Israelis find out through their intelligence that Iran is about to possess the weapons, they will do what they have to do. Remember Stuxnet? The Iranian regime is already playing down the effects of the Israeli retaliatory strikes in Iran, saying they didn't hit anything, that it is business as usual, people are moving around the way they want, as freely as they want. So which means they wouldn't be considering retaliating against the strike, like they threatened when they fired ballistic missiles at Israel, which is exactly the effect Israel wants to achieve. It's like killing two birds with one stone. They conducted a retaliatory strike and still sent a message: don't ever fire again at us, because all your air defense systems are no more. You are a sitting duck. If you conduct any strike again, we will show you what we are made of. So if you understand what they are doing, they are fighting the war on all fronts. Apart from the physical, they are also fighting it in the psychological. They are trying to send a message. What you're banking on, that's talking about the air defense systems. To protect them, we have taken them away. So if you no longer have any protection, what are you going to do? You have to run for cover instead of firing more. But nevertheless, you can never predict what the Iranian regime can do. Yes, they might be projecting something else, like, hey, they didn't conduct any strike, it was ineffective, they didn't hit anywhere, so we are not considering retaliating. They might within them be saying, this one is for public consumption, but within us we know that they hit us hard, so we will retaliate hard to send our own message. Now, before they can effectively conduct another strike in Israel, they need to buy more S-300 or S-400 air defense systems from Russia. And knowing how ineffective they are, is there any need? Is it going to save them? Is it going to protect them from incoming projectiles? You see, the Israeli tech is very advanced compared to whatever Iran can come up with, even including Russia. That's why the S-400 cannot detect the F-35 when it's coming. The radar signature is very low. It's like that of a bird. In fact, the only way the air defense systems and the radar can detect them is by looking at how fast it is moving. And by the time they make all the analysis and determine that this is a hostile object, that means they need to scramble a fighter jet to intercept it, or maybe fire an interceptor missile. Let's hear what the IDF spokesman has to say.
I can now confirm that we have concluded the Israeli response to Iran's attack against Israel. We conducted targeted and precise strikes on military targets in Iran, thwarting immediate threats to the state of Israel. The Israel Defense Forces has fulfilled its mission. If the regime in Iran were to make the mistake of beginning a new round of escalation, we will be obligated to respond. Our message is clear. All those who threaten the state of Israel and seek to drag the region into wider escalation will pay a heavy price. We demonstrated today that we have both the capability and the resolve to act decisively, and we are prepared on offense and defense to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel.